which we are talking right now here. It's a Microsoft existing product as part of the Azure. Okay.
Okay.
Any question related to the Cosmos DB, Tania or Amla?
No.
Okay, fine. Now come to the SQL database. So yeah, SQL database again the product of the Microsoft. It is again helping us to for the relational database only, and it's providing us the facility for the auto scaling, intelligence integration, and robust security. What is the advantage of using the Azure SQL database? Possibly you may have already SQL database available. Mike, can you please mute yourself if there will be no problem?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Can you mute yourself if there is no problem?
Actually, the mic is not working
Okay,
in
okay,
my
that's fine.
computer, so that's why.
Okay. Yeah. So in case of MySQL, in case of SQL database, actually, if you have already license available as part of your SQL database, you can directly use it while creation of the virtual machine. If not available, that's fine. Microsoft is going to help you out to provide the license for the SQL database. So you can have an integrated license also. Or even if you have the already available license, you can use it as part of the SQL database. Okay. Come to the MySQL database. It's also the relational database. It is also providing you the auto scaling. It is also providing the high availability and the security, everything. It's like any other database, but again it's open source. So yeah, this will not cost you anything, and it is not containing any kind of license. Okay. Now come
Lucky,
to the
lucky,
yeah.
lucky. Can we run
Mm-hmm.
simple SQL query
Mm-hmm.
into Azure SQL database?
Yeah. Means actually, if you talk about the SQL queries are just universal queries, okay, which is for some general operation like DML command, DDL command, okay. But in terms of
Hello, hello. Your voice is not coming, Lucky.
Yeah, I can't hear too.
guys, are you able to hear me now? I got a call actually. I was connected to the mobile. Yeah. So your question was SQL queries, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So SQL queries means the SQL queries are the standard queries which are supported by the most of databases, but some specific operations may not. For piece of SQL, you need to have write some customized queries. If you have seen, even some of the standard SQL queries for creation of the tables for the updating the data work both in the same way like a MySQL and Oracle. But when we will go for the more in depth, when we go for more customization, when we go for data type, that those things are getting updated actually. You got my point, Mike?
Okay, okay. So for customization, or if we goes into depth, or anything else, we need to use particular these query, right?
Can you please repeat again? Can you repeat? Actually, I lost in between. Can you please
Okay,
repeat
so
again?
I am saying that if we have to perform just simple operation, then
Huh.
we use SQL queries.
Mm-hmm.
But in case of we need some customized, we have to perform some customized operation, then we
Mm-hmm.
need to use their native और मतलब Azure SQL database जो provide करता है उसकी query perform करनी पड़ेंगी, right?
Actually, it's right, partially right, but not 100% right. Actually, what I'm trying to say here, by default, each and every database support the basic SQL commands. Okay, those basic SQL command. If suppose you are going for any specific database, you need to perform some specific changes. Let me give you ideology here. In case of MySQL, data type is different, and in case of Oracle, data type is different. Both are accepting the SQL queries, right? Yes or
Yes,
no?
yes, yes.
Yeah, this is the difference is coming. And whenever you are going for more specialization, then SQL is not going to help you out. Like in case of Oracle, we have PLSQL. We don't have only SQL, right? We have the PLSQL where the customized you are able to see the procedure languages where triggers are there,
Yeah.
cursors are there, views are there. So yeah, when you are going for deep dive of the database operations, definitely you will have a dedicated support for those particular queries. Okay, but for the standard one only SQL is going to work out. Okay.
Yeah, I
And
got your point. I got your point, Lucky.
yeah. Even in case of standard also, you need to do some changes as part of the database. Okay, so like Oracle support the increment sequence increment, the generator, and the MySQL support the sequence generator. So yeah, means the same kind of thing are there as part of the databases, but generators are supported differently. So if you are from development, definitely you may know about it, how actually default operations are being supported by some of the database in different way. But yeah, standard queries are going to work out for them as well. Okay.
Okay, Lucky.
Okay, so now come to the PostgreSQL. Okay, so the PostgreSQL is also helping us to have the relation databases. Also, it's the same. So you may identify most of database services are same, but we are providing that much variety because our client may be working with those databases, and maybe he cannot change the database over the night. Like we already discussed, as per the databases, we have different kind of queries are there, different kind of data types are there, different kind of processing of the data is there. That's why you cannot push any one of them, just go through our database. Okay, you got my point. Okay, even the cloud providers are coming with their own databases. Like if you see, in case of AWS we have the DynamoDB, but in case of Azure we have the Cosmos DBs. Okay, so by DynamoDB also the NoSQL database, and this Cosmos DB also a NoSQL database. So the Azure databases which you are able to see are having both kind of support, like they having the SQL also, they having the NoSQL also. Okay, so even if you see the SQL support is going to be provided by the existing product of Microsoft, which is known as the SQL database. Okay, yeah. Now come to the fifth point, which is known as the SQL servers on a VMs. Okay, so as part of the virtual machine also, you will have the those database servers configurations, and we have the dedicated platform as a service kind of services available. You can directly use them and you can utilize them. But yeah, those are some more in-depth kind of stuff. Once you will start using them, you will understand a proper way. But as of now, just you can refer to the terminology: host enterprise SQL apps in the cloud. So yeah, those are for the VM level kind of stuff. Okay, SQL servers on a VMs. Okay, come to the next point. Snipers in analytics. Okay, so this is another service from the Azure. Okay, so fully managed data warehouse with integration security at every level of scale at no extra cost. Okay, so what is happening here? You are just dealing with the data warehouse kind of application. Okay, guys, you are aware about what do you mean by data warehouse?
Yes,
Data
Lucky.
warehouse. Yeah, what is the data warehouse, Amala?
Yeah, as per my knowledge, it's like a data warehouse is a combination. It's a big storage of data.
Mm-hmm.
We can access the all type of data from the data warehouse.
Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Much only I remember.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so actually, the data warehouse is the next level of the data processing. Okay, we have very huge amount of data. We have very bulk amount of data. Now we need to improve the security. Now we have to deal with some extra cost whenever data is going in a very high level. So in that case, you cannot go for normal DBs. You should go for some specific DBs which can deal with that much amount of data, where the security should be that much high level, and there should not be some extra costs in terms of the data storage. So you will go for such kind of situation, like you will get match of the column. So you can simply go for the this option, which is analytics snipe say yeah, Azure sign up say analytics. So this
Synapses.
is the one. Yeah, synapses. Okay, sorry. So yeah, this is the one kind of service available. You can use this service and you can. Hi, hi, Abraham. Hi, Abraham.
Hi, Lucky. I'm extremely sorry for being late. I was not
Okay,
able to
okay,
make it out.
okay. That's fine. Actually, I called you actually 2 3 times. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Did you do the recap of the session?
No, we are not doing the recap. Actually, the study you left us from that place. Actually, we are proceeding further. So just I was covering the some basic terminologies and just basic understanding. What do you mean by distributed? What do you mean by a data warehouse? And how exactly Azure is supporting that much variety of data? What is the region of supporting that much variety of data? We are not going so much depth. We are just
Mhm.
going in a basic. But yeah, if anybody having doubt, definitely means Abraham can give you more ideology about it. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
So
Lucky, uh,
Yeah.
Azure Synapse Analytics basically used for if we say that for Hadoop or big data kind of
Means for
services.
such kind of applications, right? You are looking, means you are saying if you are going to deal with that much data, definitely you may have some integrated applications which are producing that much amount of data, and that's why you are able to store them like this, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
definitely, yeah. Anything you would like to add here, Abraham, in case of this?
No, as of now, such lucky.
Oh,
It seems you have explained it clearly.
okay, okay. Now come to the this, that database migration service. Okay, so like you know already, you have the existing databases as part of your on premises. You would like to migrate them as part of the cloud. Okay, and you don't want to have much more charges in terms of code or in terms of upgradation or migration. So you can go for such kind of service which is going to help you out for such kind of migration. Yeah, you, Abraham, you would like to add some point here.
For the migration service, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What happens it is here, see, it will help you to cache the data. When I'm saying cache the data, is if, for example, unfortunately, if the data migration is happening in middle of the transaction, if something got failed, so it helps you to roll back the data migration, and what do you call, you'll get the, you'll not have any data loss by using
It's
this.
working like a restore point kind of situation, like we
Yeah,
have seen.
kind of a
Okay.
restore point, but not a complete
Mhm,
line, but helps you
mhm.
to what do you call,
Recover of the data
roll
from
back,
before
roll back the
yeah, roll
migration.
back. Yeah, roll back the migration. Yeah, got now. Okay, okay.
It has a temporary storage. Depends upon the data, until unless the data migration is done completely. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the charges will also be liable. Why? Because
Mm-hmm.
uh, there is no charges for the incoming if the data is loaded, uploaded. But
Mm-hmm.
if you download anything from the Azure, obviously you have to pay for the traffic. Sorry, the what do you call, data movement from the Azure to the instead of,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Okay. Okay. I have seen one question actually, Abraham. Like, question was like you are moving your 10 GB of data from public cloud, from your on-premises database to the public cloud. So I think till 5 GB is free for the outbound. So there is
Yes.
inbound kind of
Initially,
yeah,
every
initially.
service is having a free amount of data storage, and as well as processing, computing. Everything has limit. Once that free entitlement done, you have to start paying for that service.
So suppose I'm giving a one scenario here. I'm saying I would like to transfer my data from on-premises to
Mhm.
the cloud servers, 10 GB of data. Then it will be costly for me.
Yeah.
And suppose I would like to transfer means because I'm
Transferring
transferring
from the
from on.
Azure. If you are transferring from the Azure, you have to pay
Uh-huh.
for that. If you're transferring
And
to the Azure, no, you
mhm.
should not. But
Right,
again, if
right.
you're using a migration service in order to transfer the data, that
Okay,
migration service is not a free of cost. It's a
okay.
paid service.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, why I cross verified with the Abraham, because Abraham is going through some journals and latest update which is provided by the Microsoft. So yeah, I was having the visibility. So one more question will be available as part of your what to say certification. They will ask you, I'm transferring my data from on-premises data center to the Azure cloud. It's a 10 GB of data. Cost will be variable for me or not. They are not talking about the migration service. Okay, just they are saying I would like to transfer my data from on-premises to the Azure data center. So 10 GB of data, there will be no cost. But now you would like to transfer your data from Azure cloud to on-premises. So 5 GB is free, but 10 GB will be chargeable. Like next, you need to pay for next 5 GB. You got my point, man? This question
Okay,
will be available.
okay. Yeah.
This question will be available. I faced this question as part of my certification exam. That's why just I remember. That's why I just cross verify with the Abraham. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now come to the
That
next
5
level,
GB is the
the
5
chargeable.
GB is the right
So we need to
no,
just
5 GB.
go ahead, Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya, please go ahead.
I'm saying the 5 GB is the limit, is it? Or it has
Yeah,
to be
right,
checked?
right, 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 right.
Okay.
5 GB is a limit. After that, if you are going to transfer more data, you will be charged for that data. Yeah.
So
So,
we need to
yeah,
so we need to pay only for 5 GB. If I
right,
if
right,
I
right,
if I
right. Mm-hmm.
transfer 10 GB, then
Mm-hmm.
5 GB is free, and
Mm-hmm.
we have to pay for only 5 GB, right?
Right, right, right. Any point you would like to add here, Abraham? It's correct. Or any rule thing come into the picture?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay, now come to the next point. Like we are talking about the Redis databases. So guys, you may heard about a lot about the Redis databases, right? So you may heard about the cache memory, which is available as part of our processors like 3 MB cache or 5 MB cache, right? As part of Core i3, Core i5 processor, the same kind of stuff is applicable here. The data which is going to be used most frequently are data which need to be accessed a lot and data need to be available for very high availability for the fast operations. Such kind of operation need to be done on top of data. That is this, in that case we will go for the Redis. Okay, so Azure cache for Redis. If you read through the definition, cache is frequently used and static data to reduce the data and application latency. So we don't wanna wait for any particular operation on top of data. Data will be available in terms of cache, after the main process, that what to say, the microprocessor. Okay, you have the processor like Intel i5, i7 or whatever. So the fastest memory attached to with your processor is only cache memory. So your database is also going to work like this for that much faster. Even your RAM is less fast, your SSD is less fast, but your cache memory is too much fast. Okay, it's very similar to the speed which is going to be achieved by the microprocessors. You got my point, guys?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, Abraham.
Yeah, I want to add one point here, guys.
Mhm.
I hope you know the fund of cache. Can anyone explain why the cache will be there in the memory storage structure?
Yeah, actually, if we talk about in development, so
Hmm.
cache is a thing which provide you. If we talk about in term of database, so if we find out any query, the result will search out in first of all cache, and
Mm-hmm.
if it is not found in cache, then it will goes to database. So the
Perfect.
thing is that
Okay, just what good. Actually, that's a proper definition for it. But I want to add one more point here, guys. Ready cache is improves the performance. If the data is read before, for example, during inputs and output operations, store the whatever the transactions are happening will be temporarily get stored in cache only because now to make the performance and the accessibility bit faster the cache is required and whenever when if the cache size is bigger obviously we'll experience the fast movement of data and the responses also and moreover in for in Azure all the OS disks the disk in memory has a caching by default until unless someone or administrator is turning it off it will not it is moved from it but by default the every memory disk OS disk has the by default caching. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, come to the next DB that is known as the MariaDB. Okay, so yeah, fully managed and scalable MariaDB relation database with high availability and security. Any specific feature we having as part of this DB, Abraham?
Database for MariaDB, right? Let me give an
Right, right,
example
right.
of it one so that they can easily understand. Just a minute. And moreover, what do you call?
We are lucky
Just,
here.
just a minute. Just a minute.
Yeah,
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm able
yeah,
to
yeah,
hear
we
you.
can. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Lucky, when you explained this one, no, SQL Server on VMs, and I actually did not hear. So I had this question that what is it? Host enterprise SQL Server apps in the cloud?
Host
Okay, what?
enterprise
What?
Yeah,
SQL Server apps in the cloud, you meant to say. It is a
right.
standalone server that you have that there is a feasibility that you can also build your own SQL server on VMs.
SQL on it, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So MariaDB, the basic purpose of MariaDB is to provide guys to have the automatic patching, backup, automatic patching, automatic backup, built-in monitoring, the security, at no extra cost. Okay, and it is not that you'll be paying for that, but it is good for you to know that the patching management and automatic backups are done in the MariaDB.
So,
Okay.
Abraham.
Yeah.
So this is the difference between MySQL and MariaDB,
Sorry.
because the definition of Azure database for MySQL or and MariaDB. If we see the definition in picture, uh, for both same. So what is the difference in between two?
Between
Hello,
the between the SQL database and Maria database, right?
between the MySQL and the
Okay, okay,
Mario.
okay, 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 okay. MySQL is something that you have to configure the instant, Mayank. Where in MariaDB it is automatically configured by the Azure itself. Only if you want to take an additional backup of something that you don't want to be messed up, and you want, if you want to configure your own backup, na, in that scenario, the MariaDB is a provision where you can do the backup configuration of the services that you are looking for exactly to take the backup. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So anybody have any question as
uh,
part of this paper?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me okay still? I have problem. I've been
Yeah,
speaking, but you can't hear. Okay. So
we are able.
SQL Server on VMs, see the databases is the PaaS service, right? When you install SQL Server on VM, it is sort of a IaaS service from Azure. Is that right understanding?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, if that
Because
is so,
anyhow
then
your
fine.
yeah, anyhow your service is going to work in as part of the virtual machine only, right?
Correct, correct,
Yeah.
yes. And what is the importance of the Redis here? What is Redis means? Or it's just a
Uh,
name?
just now we explained about the cache memory. Do you aware about the cache memory?
That I got it. But what is the significance of the term Redis here? Go back to that slide.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Abraham, please explain.
Is it only for sort of a Redis database, or it's just the terminology used here?
It's actually we have a dedicated database which is known as the Redis. It's a latest database came into the market and which is more helpful for us to deal with the such kind of data which need more high speed, which need more operations and more frequently kind of changes.
Okay, okay. I was
Yeah,
not aware. Fine.
yeah, it's latest database available as part of market nowadays. For development of the microservices of cloud enabled applications, we have this database available as part of the market. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay,
even
thanks.
you may not heard about the Mali also, but that's fine. Yeah, we are learning. Everybody is learning here. That's now come to here. So yeah, guys, it's also very important for you to understand the terminologies. But definitely, you will have simple as it is description for those particular terminologies. Like you have the service name and description. So here you should get the clear-cut visibility. What do you mean by which service? Okay, if you have any doubt, we are going to on more deep dive to understand the stuff. So as of now, let me give you the ideology about some terminologies first of all. Then I will go for the each and every service. Okay. So first of all, everybody is aware about the hub. What do you understand from hub?
Collection of nodes.
Okay. 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 Anything else? Anybody know in terms of networking? What do you understand from hub? Tania?
Broadcast.
Not exactly. Okay, okay. So you can say hub is like a common places where most of things are being available in a one place, and from where only you're going to do the stuff, right? So yeah, hub
No,
is like a
bro, hub
yeah.
definition itself, it's a broadcasting device, bro.
Okay, okay,
Just
okay.
do the broadcasting, but it will not store any information related to. As per networking, I'm telling. As per
Mm-hmm.
network, so network as per the networking device, hub means it's a
Mm-hmm.
broadcasting device. It will not store any tabular information or any information related to switches or the machines. So switch
Okay.
is an intelligent device which has the memory also, where it stores the MAC addresses of all the machines, including their IP addresses.
So it's means that restriction we can apply in terms of MAC address or IP address as part of the service,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But here, guys, the Azure notification hub helps you to just to maintain the push notifications. Like example, if you want to maintain any alert configuration, or if you want to do any configurations like where you have to receive what do you call SMS or email related to any service, that is where you can easily configure the push notifications from the Azure notification hub.
Okay, okay. Abraham, I would like to have the description for each and every service here because those things are going to be available in a wide way as part of our AZ-900. So yeah, you can start from beginning and we can cover this PPT actually.
Sure, sure. I'll start updating that as well.
Yeah, means you can start explaining from the Azure app service.
Sure, sure. So, guys, shall I share my screen, or how
Sure,
it
sure,
is?
sure. You can share your screen. Let me stop my sharing. Actually, laptop having some issue. So yeah, you can do
No,
it.
no.
Let okay.
Let me know once you able to see my screen, guys.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, we are able to see your screen. My screen recording has been stopped. Means sharing has been stopped, right, guys?
No,
Okay,
no.
fine. Are you still able to see my screen?
So, guys, app service is something where you can, if you want to install some as some application like web app application, or some WordPress site, if you want to configure in the Azure, it's just like click basis. Go to marketplace, select the apps from the app service portal, and just click on create and provide the details related to that app service. When I'm saying app service, it also requires a storage. So they will be providing you an option of what kind of plans you need for the storage. So pick up the plan which is required for you as per the usage of that site, which is actually used in the production. Based upon the analysis, you need to select the site and the storage database, and then after you configure, just when you configure it, you will receive an IP, which is a public IP. And if you turn off the services, obviously I already mentioned you, if you turn off any service, if it's not a static IP, the public IP will get changed. So you'll also be getting a URL when you create what do you call app service. So using those URLs, you can access it, and as well as if you want to access that, if that from the mobile, obviously the Azure also provided you a opportunity to access that from the mobile. So that is about the app service, guys.
Can you
So
please show us as
This
part
is
of
a
the service?
pass.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a pass service.
Yeah, most of
Okay.
services are passed, Tanya. Actually, if you understand now, most of services related to the wave or networking, networking different thing, but yeah, related to the wave are passed, and the things related to the virtual machine are as.
Yeah, if you want, I can show it also, but
Yeah, yeah.
the
Please
creation
show
part
us if
will do that
possible.
again.
Not creation part, but yeah, next in the portal we can look into the service, see how it
Yeah.
look like, what are the means. I was planning to do the session in such a way where we can look into the portal actually, and we'll understand the basic understand configuration of that particular application.
Okay.
because I have analyzed the same thing in case of the one we was talking about availability and availability that people are getting a bit confused. Even I was in the same kind of confusion. So yeah, you can do one thing. You can simply yeah go through some visibility from the portal.
Guys,
You will have more.
give me a minute. I'm just accessing a few things so that I can show that to you.
Yeah, yeah, brother.
Please give me a minute. Uh,
Man, if you have any question, you can ask to me.
Sorry.
If you have any question, you can ask to me. Right? If you have any
Okay.
question.
Okay.
yeah, you can continue with the questionnaire part. Till then, I am just logging into the portal. So, the password is at the right 1993. Okay. So this is a portal. I'm just logging into the portal. Wait a minute. It is taking time. Yeah. So if you want to create some app service, okay, app services, just click on app services and like add app services.
Mm-hmm.
So when you click on app services, what it will do, it will go for a create web app. So it will show you a few things related to what kind of app service you want to create and what is the things that is provided as a part of the plan. So here what you have to do is you have to provide the site name and everything. The manual way of creating app services, this is how it is, guys. But if you want to create any app service which is already defined in Azure, that is how that is you have to go to a marketplace and go for WordPress, which will not provide you that those many options. Uh, Web app. So if you see web app, I'll get a WordPress site. So I'm showing for an example. So I got this. Just click here, create. So it took me to the same thing, but the change is it will not ask you what is URL. If you see that there is no URL. So in that app services, web app services, you have to host the website. Here the website is already there. Only thing is you have to give the name of that web app. Once you give the web app name, automatically the URL will be created, and it will be it is up to you where you want to publish it in the Docker container or in the coded way. Okay, runtime code. So when you go for a Docker container, what is the kind of operating system that you're looking for? Yeah, it is okay if you go for the Linux and then everything. And if you want to go for region, you can select the region wherever these Docker containers are configured. It will show only those regions to you, and based upon which, again, you have to again select which under which group this app service comes. So if you see this here, it is showing you what kind of processor and the storage memory you need for that. So you can change that as well. It depends upon if it's a development test that you're doing, you can go for that 1 GB 60 minute computing process and everything. It will provide you information related to what kind of processor it will be applied to, which is a free of cost. Now if you see this one in the development, you can go for 1.75 GB, which is a series computer that is provided to you, and the monthly charge will be 868 rupees. Estimation it is. Again, if you turn it off, obviously you will not cost that much. So based upon if it's a development test environment, if it's a production environment, based upon which you have to select what kind of storage processing speed you require for the particular web app that you are going to deploy. If not, if you want to isolate it, if you are isolating it, that means it is going to lie on a separate storage from normal environment to, when I'm saying a normal environment, where you the stack of rays, sorry, the stack of racks where the production servers which are already running, it is not configured there.
Abraham,
It is
Abraham,
yeah, yeah,
could you please go a little bit slow?
sure, sure. So under isolated area, you will have a recommended pricing tiles which has I1, which has high processing speed with 3.5 GB RAM and memory, and if it's needed 7 GB RAM, you can also allocate 7 GB RAM. Only thing is where you will get more RAM, more processing speed, but in normal environment you will not get that. So it is a specified required service which you will be opting from the Microsoft rather you creating it. So in the app service, if you are going for that kind of environment, obviously you have to go for the isolated one, which is a high performance. If it's a production load, you can go for just as per your requirement. This can be changed again. It is not like if you currently I'm selecting this and is it possible to change this? Yeah, you can change it, but the data loss will not be there. When you do this, automatically the data will be migrated from this one to this one. Okay, so and the only thing why the isolated one is given here, it scales as per the utility, and it will utilization, and it will be moved to particular different stack where it is only running the high available servers by separating from the other production other tenant servers. Okay, so that is how the facility is provided to you guys. Just need to go here and change the plan and select whatever the OS that you need and where you want to plan the server in which region. If it's a Docker container, what kind of web app it is. Let's say it's dummy app. I want to create a dummy app. So just create a dummy app. It is not available. So dummy 001. It is also not available. Data files. Yeah, data files is available. So the website which is coming with the name, it will be data files, and it will be automatically recorded in the Azure DNS. So this is how we can create a web app, guys. It's an easy process. Only thing is we have to be very cautious when you are selecting this region. It is up to you, but you have to plan for it with your availability. And if you want, if it's near to you, you have to choose that kind of region for you. If you have hosted each and every application in that particular region, it's up to you. If you want to host the same thing there, you can do that. Secondly, you have to go for the storage again. You have to pick the storage with what kind of storage processing speed you required. If it's a development, then go for development. If it's a production, go for the production. So this is what the app creation, guys, web app creation. So any doubts on this, guys?
Ibrahim, be it marketplace or Azure app, it is still the PaaS, right?
Yeah, it's a PaaS service. It's a PaaS service. There is no underlying things that you're going to control. You're going to use the service.
You are still going to in the PaaS you can still configure, and the underlying support is with Azure, right?
Yeah, underlying storage, processing, networking is with the Azure. Only the basic
Azure.
elements like the configuration of the app, which is related to what kind of storage you need, you selecting those, and what kind of name you want to give that app, that is given to you. Rest of things, everything is taken care by the Azure.
Right. Maybe when we do SaaS in detail, some application, then I understand, because these are something which I'm still confused. Just now what you configured, it was just the basic configuration, right? That any software, we still need to do some basic configuration to be able to use. That would be a SaaS.
No.
That difference.
The SaaS is totally a complete product. The basic configuration is not required. But if you are using it for example, I have an O365 service which is opted. I have purchased the license. Obviously, you have to make that O365 usable for everyone. If you are trying to make that usable from the on-premises, for example, I'm telling why I'm telling it's on-premises, because you don't want the Azure AD to control your O365 login. Then what you will do, you will use the AD Connect tool in order to sync your on-premises Active Directory information to the O365 information, and you will use the federation services, ADFS federation service, in order to make the authentication possible from your on-premises data center. when if someone want to log into his mailbox, his credentials will be get authenticated from the on-premises Active Directory, not from the Azure. So that is how if you want to do the access configurations, there only we have to do the access configuration for the SaaS service. If not, when you create an account, automatically everything will be configured automatically for you, and you can directly use the mailbox also, and you can use the Skype for Business also, and you can use the Teams also, and you can give these access to other guys also. So there is no basic
Okay.
configuration you have to do. It's your will and wish. If you want to extend it, if you want to make the configuration flowing from your on premises, obviously you have to get the architecture built and controlled from the on premises.
Okay.
Okay. So that is app service, guys. So I feel you got the clarity about the app services. And coming to the notification hub, guys, if you want to have any what do you call emails or push notifications or SMS should comes to your mobile, obviously you can opt this service where you can configure the alert configuration. It is not like it's a separate service. It is intact to each and every service. Only thing is you have to enable it and configure it. That's it. It is readily available in the each and every what do you call service that you're going to opt. And
Notification for availability, or what is it?
not availability for everything. Say for example, when you do the notification notification baseline configuration, if you do in your what do you call subscription. So when you do that configuration, if you want to make the notification flow to your mobile, you have to enable the notification trigger. Whenever something went wrong, if it's a critical one, that notification comes to your mobile, or either via email also. Why? Because you have two options there. One is email, one is push notification. Okay.
That is notification on any alert or monitoring sort of a thing, right?
Yeah, it's that kind of thing actually.
Okay.
If you want to see also, I can show it how the push notification configurations will be.
Abraham,
Yeah.
actually, as we integrate any third party notification service in our backend, same services provided by the Azure in Azure notification hub.
Why do again you go for the third party notification, bro? If
No,
you
I am saying that which suppose I am using any third party notification services for notification. Azure also providing the notification services as Azure notification hub.
yeah, that is how it is. But thing is, if you want to what if you want to integrate the third party solution with the hub, yeah, obviously it is possible. There is a provision again, but thing is you have to pay for both solutions again. Got it? I hope you if you're able to see this in a free tier, you have 1 million in push notifications free with 500 active devices. But in once you cross this limit, you have the other one that is 10 million included push notifications and 220,000 20,000 devices you can add to the platform, and it costs you 660 rupees per month. Okay. So that is how it is. The push notification, you can do this configuration directly from here, and you have to just need to create provision that service under the selected group and give a name to it, and just configure a location and give a tag to it. Just when you do that configuration, it will create it, and it will ask you the mobile numbers, and it will show you the entire configuration where you can put that particular service as. Let me show you by creating it. Push notification, no spaces, sorry. एक मिनट आ जाना अंडर happening. Guys, just a minute. Lucky, can you take this for at least like 5 minutes? I'm just coming back.
Yeah,
Lucky,
sure. No problem, no problem.
how
Yeah,
do I grant you the control?
yeah, you can stop sharing. It will be automatically come to my plate.
No, you ask for the control. I'll give the control to you.
No, there is no concept of control here.
Okay.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes, I can say.
Guys, actually, some discussion is going on, so just avoid the background noise. Okay, just 2 minutes only. Yeah. So guys, you have seen like see, you guys no need to worry about those particular services. All are most of services in terms of waves are related as a pass. Okay. Just you need to configure the services. What is your need based on that only you are going to configure. But yeah, what we have decided like whenever we are going to discuss about each and every service, now we will try to go through the portal. We will try to show them what kind of things can be configured as part of that particular service and what need to be chosen and what specific requirement came for such kind of service, like why exactly the service is available as part of your Azure. So we will try to identify those kind of stuff as part of our discussion. Okay, like you have seen the notification hub, so yeah, we will cover the theoretical part also, as well as we will try to go through the portal and try to cover the stuff. Okay, so I have one question here, guys. Anybody aware about what do you mean by API? Anybody aware about API? If not, then I can proceed further. Tanya, do you know what do you mean by API?
Not much, Lucky. You can proceed.
And okay. So guys, you have to understand the API is known as the application programming interface. Okay, API is simply released by the companies like Microsoft released the API for the .NET, or Oracle released the API for Java. So API is application programming interface which contain the classes, interface, errors, exceptions, enums. Okay, so all those kind of annotations, all those things comes under the API. Those APIs are going to help you out to develop any application. So such kind of APIs are available as part of your Azure, where you can help where you can do some development, where you can coordinate with your partners, where you can secure your application, you can configure your application. So if you read here, the Azure API management is publish API to developers, partners, and employees securely and at a scale. Okay, so this is going to help you out to manage the APIs. If any APIs has been developed as part of your project, and suppose you would like to provide that API to some other partner, you can use this service, you can provide to them. I think guys, you got the visibility about here. Okay, suppose any business have developed API, they would like to share with someone else where exactly it's a private API. Okay, there are two kind of things, a proprietary and the open source. The Ubuntu kind of OS and Java is open source, but some APIs are there, like which is a proprietary, like Microsoft APIs for the .NET, that is proprietary. Okay, so like you need to understand. So for API sharing purpose, this service is going to help you out. Got my point, Mayank?
Yeah, so basically, API are the which perform the
With the help
specific
of them.
task
Yeah,
with the
with the
help
help
of.
of them, actually, yeah, those are the interfaces of classes. Those are not the implementations actually. Implementation may be provided by the vendors, but APIs are simply specification, only specification. What you want, how you want, what you need to be implemented, everything is going to be decided from your side. But the specification, what standards need to be followed, what interface need to be used, which method need to be used, all the concept of loose coupling, design patterns, all those things are going to be implemented. Pure OOPS concepts. Okay, so you can understand in one word, it's a specification. What standards need to be followed, those will be the part of your API. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Abraham, you came back.
So, yeah. I just came back. Sorry.
Okay,
Uh, so
okay.
I
So you
hope
guys.
you got understanding of API management, right? It is again similar to functions, guys. It is again similar. It's a why because it's a serverless technology where you will deploy the solution there, and you can publish it on the internet, and you can use it securely by transferring the data. And monitoring part, everything is also available in API, which you can see what kind of services are been configured and are they are successfully running. Is there any issue? Is something that you also can monitor from the monitoring services of the API configuration. And one more thing, guys, it's a, you can, if you want to do any microservice implementation using the API gateway, obviously you can do that. So you have one more feasibility. Reason why most of the developers they generally go for the API solution, and reason why the Azure has also provided them this opportunity wherein they can go for the API gateway with by integrating with the microservices. So any doubts on the API management, guys?
Abraham, could you please create a sample API using Azure
Yeah,
portal?
I'm not able to connect. Yeah, I'm not able to connect between things, Ibrahim. How will I be able to take an API management and use? So,
Sure. Let me share my screen to you so that you will be understanding how it is. Okay. Just a minute. Let me share my screen to you, guys. If you see this, you go to all services. In all services,
can't see your screen.
Yeah, your screen are not visible.
okay. Is it visible to you now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I can't. Okay. Acha, Ibrahim, before you start, my question is, which I was thinking, say, as your app service is there, right? Next is a push notification. Then your this one API. Is that, are these connected? I mean, I install web app, right? And then I enable notification. What is it called? As your push, I forgot. That's one. And then API management service, is it linked with the web app only, or how are these connected? Did you hear me okay?
Abraham, you are in mute, I think so.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm speaking on the mute actually. Actually, I have acknowledged your question,
Okay.
Dimple.
No, did I
So what?
ask the right question or not?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Sorry.
obviously a right question.
Acha,
If you want,
Ibrahim, please
yeah,
call me Tanya only, right? Then it will be uniform. Okay, so that, yeah.
not a problem.
Go on.
So what I'm telling is, Tanya, if you are creating API solution from the API management service, if you want to enable a push notification for that API management, obviously you can do. Okay. So again, API management solution is one kind of a web-based solution only. And if you want to do the configuration of web solution by the API management, obviously you can do. So there is a provision. There is a provision that Azure is provided. Only thing is, whenever you are configuring something, it will provide you the kind of storage and pricing models wherein you have to follow those standards when if you're opting a service. Rest of things all are given to you. Why? Because it's a PaaS service. Again, you have to do the basic configurations as per your requirement.
Okay, so if I'm posting a web app, you're saying I may require an API management service I can do for, I mean, I'm still not able to connect, and where in the resource, this resource is where I will, maybe you can show, and then I have.
API management is when you create it. God, unfortunately.
How do I link?
Actually, his laptop battery gone. just wait. Tanya, one thing you have to understand here,
Hmm?
it's all about the requirement. Okay, means in my as per my understanding, see, I am working with
No, I understood it. Sorry, Lucky, can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear you. Hello, can you, Mayank? Can you hear me? I can't hear anyone.
Yes, yes,
Hello.
yes, Tania, I am
Okay.
able to hear
Okay.
you.
Okay. Okay. Then I can't hear Lucky.
Yeah, lucky voice is not coming.
Okay.
guys. Sorry,
You're breaking up, Lucky.
okay, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, actually, means in case of Abraham, there was lots of rain is happening. Okay, rain. It's a lots of raining happening.
No, I can't hear you again.
I, are you able to hear me now?
Now,
Yes, now.
yes.
Yes.
Now, yes.
Sorry, guys. Actually, we both have the electricity failure. In case of me also, in case of him also. Okay, his laptop was not charged, and yeah, my laptop is charged. So yeah, I had a discussion with him. He simply told to me we can have a normal coverage of that. What to say? Normal coverage of the topics. Okay, and we will have a this lab session. So as part of the lab session, we will show you and clear your rest of the
Okay.
doubt. Try to have a
Okay.
basic understanding of the terminologies as part of the PPT, but the more deep dive we can do as part of the lab session, because in case of him, he may not be able to connect because due to heavy rain and due to his laptop is not charged. Okay, so even in case of me, I'm trying my best. I'm using some inverter kind of stuff. So yeah, let's proceed further. I'm using the mobile data, and we will try to continue in this. Okay. So, guys, as of now, you should understand one thing, Tanya here, or my anchor. See, each and everything may have the different purpose to do the stuff. Okay, means you have only just requirement to configure your Babe app. Babe app is nothing but the website kind of stuff. Okay, you would like to configure your website for the particular accessibility. Maybe it's related to your production, maybe it's related to your dev or UAT, because you just would like to check the stuff as part of your requirement. Okay, and API management is again different thing. Everything can be interrelated or may not be interrelated. It's all about the requirement. But yeah, you can simply understand as of now what is the importance of each and every individual service. That is only point I can clear you guys here. You are able to understand me what I'm trying to say here, Tanya?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so means as of now, I can understand you are not able to interrelate them, but as of now, for individual purpose, at least you can go through it. Okay, what is the exact use of the notification, of what is the exact use of this, what to say, this API management, what is the use of your web app. So each and every requirement, based on that only those things are available. Okay, let me share my screen. Just I lost actually connection, so I'm just trying to have through the mobile data. Okay. Mm, and guys, one more important thing here. One of the best thing in case of us, we are recording each and every session. Just go through the YouTube link, just check the videos. You can come up with your questions again and again. And if you have shorted of the time, you are unable to go through the whole content and you have deadlines for the certification. I already told you guys, just go through the practice test papers, just refer to your means practice test paper having the very good amount of reference of the Microsoft websites. Just read that contents. If you're having any doubt there, then you can let us know. Okay, but that is the best way to do the stuff. Okay, AG900 is not
And we are
difficult.
doing only Udemy. Huh? Lucky? We
Yeah,
are
yeah,
only
yeah, yeah.
doing Udemy then.
Right. We
Okay.
should, you should,
Hmm.
you should do only the Udemy stuff. Okay, you should not focus on any other thing because most of things having the confusion. Okay, even their questions are also not appropriate. So what I am going to do means I having the one question paper which I have shared with you guys as part of the single credential. I have another credential of the Udemy where I am having 3 more courses related to the practice test paper. Just go through it if you have time. Just do the practice. Just go through the description. If you are facing the issue, definitely you come back to us and you can let us know, because those things whatever I already told you, we are going in too much depth. We are trying to cover some networking, some security kind of stuff here, administration part also, security part also, but the fundamental stuffs are very simple. The terminologies around the topics are more than sufficient. But yeah, if you would like to understand more better way, always we are open to discuss those kind of stuff here. Okay. So are you able to see my screen right now? Let me share my screen. Sorry. Let me share my
No.
screen. Yeah, let me share my screen. Yeah. So guys, now it is heavy running. So lots of issues are going on. Okay. Now able to see my screen, guys? Mayank, are
Yeah.
you able to see my screen? Okay, fine. So I think so till third level, like Azure API management, you may be able to understand. Okay, now come to the cognitive services. Okay, cognitive service we also have seen as part of our module 1, where we were discussing about some modules of the Microsoft. Nowadays you may have seen the AI, ML, data science kind of topics are very much in boom. We have seen like lots of implementation already available, like chatbot we having, which is having the predefined questions and some predictions, like how exactly you are looking for some particular answer. So the cognitive search is nothing but the implementation of the AI ML kind of concepts. With the help of them, you can provide some services to your customers so they can have some idea, like they are able to perform not 100%, but yeah, I can say from my personal experience, they are supporting you only 10%. They are able to answer you what you are asking in a very simple terminology, but they are not able to answer you in a very good way. You need to contact to customer care. But yeah, cognitive search is nothing but the related to the AI ML kind of facilities, implementations, which is going to help you out for the searching purpose. It's a fully managed services. Why exactly fully managed? Because whatever the input which has been provided through the customer, they are trying to understand it, trying to increase their capacities, and they are searching at entire service level kind of stuff. Okay, and entire Azure level. So this is the advantage of this kind of service. Able to understand, Mayank or Tanya? So you cognitive, what you have to interconnect with the AI ML. Okay. Amala, are you there?
Yes, Lucky.
You're able to understand, Amala? Amala, what? When is your assessment? Next week or when exactly you have the assessment?
Actually, I have that told that it's before August 14, but as of now,
Uh-huh.
we haven't got any information from the management perspective, so we are waiting to get that.
Okay. And what about your preparation? Have you gone through the practice test papers?
Yeah, I have gone through the 6 practice tests which you have shared with me, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through the PPTs which you are sharing.
Mm-hmm. And what about the understanding about the questions and their answers?
Yeah, I'm able to understand those questions. There is
Okay.
no issue with me.
Okay. So what we are planning, guys, actually before the end of the August, we will finish our overall topics, everything, and for gaining the more confidence, we will go through some practice test papers. So first practice test paper has been completed. We will cover the second test papers. And Tanya, I will suggest you please go through the Udemy practice test papers. I already given you the credential. I think so. You have not logged in till now. So no worries, you can log in now. You can extend your means you can go through all and every kind of scenario, because maybe we are not able to discuss scenario much here, but here as part of practice test paper you will get to know about those scenarios. Okay, how exactly the scenario will be fit for your requirement. Got my point?
Okay.
This is
Okay.
one of the simplest answer here. How exactly you are going to configure the high availability? So can you answer, Sania, this one? How exactly you can configure the high availability?
Mm,
Hmm.
no.
Can I
In
tell?
a
Mayank
sim.
Availability George.
and
Availability check.
right,
Yes.
right. So,
Ha.
yeah. Got my point? Yeah. So like this, you have to interconnect. Actually, Mayank and Amla have practiced a lot over the practice test papers. So what is the advantage to them? Actually, Amla also having the paper, I mean, so this assessment as part of his journey. Okay. So that's why I'm saying just go through the practice test paper. They will discuss some scenarios. Like Mayank also coming back with some questions. He's saying we having 20 virtual machine related to the Windows, 30 virtual machine related to the Linux. So you will get to know the scenario. You will able to automatically map the stuff. Okay, this service should be used in this place. Okay, how many kind of service plans. So I know that things are has not been done till now, but yeah, if you will go through the practice test paper, it's a self explanation kind of stuff is there, and it will help you out to understand in a more better way. Okay, let's proceed from the next point. Okay, web app feature for the Azure app service. Okay, create and deploy mission critical web apps at scale. Okay, so guys, you have seen, we have also seen the Azure app service we having, and here also we are able to see the web app feature for the Azure app service. So actually both are not that much different, but here we are going to get some more advanced advantage, like it is going to help us out to provide more scalability, more support, and more accessibility of the data. Like you can achieve some performance here, okay, in terms of backup, in terms of data accessibility. So it's intended for the mission critical applications. Okay, and this kind of service may help you for the subscription plan. Like suppose you have taken the premium plan. Okay, as part of that, this application may come, because you cannot use all the services. If you would like to use the services, even they are available platform as a service, you need to have that particular subscription, or you should have that particular service plan only, then you can go for such kind of applications, guys. Okay, so you need to remember this thing. The applications are also providing the facilities as part of their subscription. Any confusion for the web app features for the Azure app service? Okay, let me proceed. Okay, Azure Signal as service. Okay, so what do you mean by Azure Signal as services? So those are related to some real-time web application functionalities. Okay, so you may heard about like some signaling kind of stuff, like it's related to the networking again. Okay, so it can be more better describable from the Abraham side, because my area of expertise is in terms of development. His area of expertise in terms of administration or networking or security or possibly architect side. So yeah, so it can be more better, will be explained by the uh, Abraham. But yeah, as of now, we can understand it's related to the web functionalities also, and we need to map the thing. If we are able to see like Azure Signal R service, yeah, it's related to the real time kind of. So R you can understand, and you can interrelate with the real time web application and their functionalities. So even no need to care about any kind of infrastructure. All the services are working as a platform as a service. So yeah, even you are getting some data from the real time, how exactly you can process it, how exactly you can have the functionality, how exactly you can work on it. Those things you will be able to see as part of this service. Okay, so we will try to have all the service as part of the portal. We will go through some basic configuration, and we will try to understand it. Okay, guys, got my point? Okay, try to have some terminology, just map some terminology with each and every service, like Azure app service, what it should be. Okay, or a notification hub, what it should be, a cognitive, what it should be. So like this, you have to map a little bit, because with the time being, when once you will utilize them, you will get to know about them more frequently. Okay, now come to the next slide. Are you able to see, guys? Mayank, Amala, are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
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 yes, Lucky.
yes, okay.
Oh, okay. So one of the best thing about the Azure, like nowadays, let me give you the scenario. Guys, you may aware about, you have watching some advertisement over the TVs, like they are saying, I have a fridge and the fridge can be controlled through the mobile, or I having the washing machine, or I having the lighting which can be controlled through the mobiles. Okay, so we are able to control different kind of devices with the help of application. Okay, so this is nothing known as the internet of the things. Okay, nowadays it's a very famous. Suppose you are going outside and you forgot to switch off particular light or something else, you can simply look into your application and you can look and you can work on it. So this is the advantage we have developed as part of our technology. So nowadays it is applicable for the embedded kind of stuff, but yeah, those implementation also has been provided with the help of Azure. So let me go through that stuff. But as of now, you understand what do you mean by Internet of Things, right? I given you the scenario where exactly this is applicable for you guys. Okay. So people are able to access more information than ever before. It began with the personal digital assistants, then the formed into the smartphones. Okay, now there are smart watches, smart uh, thermostats, okay, even smart refrigerators. Personal computer used to be the norm, okay, norm is normal. Now the internet allow any item that online capable to access valuable information. This ability for the devices to garner and then relay information for the data analysis is referred to as the internet of the things. Like nowadays also you are able to see I can broadcast my mobile to the TV, right? So if they are both are connected through the Wi-Fi, so it's a very simple. It can be done before also, but yeah, the controlling of the devices through the mobile in terms of refrigerator, in terms of different smart devices, internet connectivities are there. So they are connected with some medium, so that you need to understand. So this kind of implementation also available as part of Azure. That at least you guys can understand what do you mean by Internet of the Things, right? It is also known as IoTs. Okay, such kind of implementations are provided by the people who are working in the embedded industries. Okay, those kind of stuff are applicable there. Okay, now come to the point. First, IoT Central, the fully managed global IoT software as a service solution that makes it easy to connect, monitor, and manage your IoT assets at scale. Yeah, so see, we have different kind of terminology like software as a service. So most of probably this kind of stuff you can't do anything. There is no development from your side because you are the end user. And even in case of the Microsoft Azure, you are trying to have the application which are most probably ready available, and we can directly use them all as well. So the IoT is most related to the software as a service platform where you can have the connectivity and you can monitor the stuff. Monitor means health related stuff I'm talking about. It's related to your resource, not related to a Azure. Okay, so in Azure, what kind of resources you are going to use, that you need to consider here, guys. Once I will talk about the security, now you will get to know some more terminologies and you will get confused because some terminologies are there which is related to the Azure, or some terminologies are there which is related to the Azure resources. So this is related to the resources. This is not related to the Azure itself. Got my point? Means Azure, if any migration is going to be happen with Azure or any problem with the Azure, that service is different, but the monitor service is related to only resources. Okay. So it's a central kind of library from where you are able to manage the services. Okay. Now come to the Azure IoT Hub. Okay, messaging hub that provides the secure communication between the monitoring of the millions of IoT devices. So again, we have seen it's a broadcasting kind of situation where most of devices are communication with each other, and it's one kind of, you can understand the communication is happening and monitoring is also happening between the all devices. Okay. So this is the service. Okay, now come to the IoT age. Okay, push your data analysis model directly into your IoT devices, allowing them to react quickly to state changes without needing to consultant cloud-based AI models. Okay, so what is happening? Suppose if anything going wrong, a device is working, device may not be working. So even whatever kind of data is coming, we need to do some analysis on top of that data. Okay, and we need to quickly do some changes. Okay, and we need to analyze them, and this can be done through the AI services. No need to involve directly, like you have seen as part of the website nowadays. You have the chatbots, right? You have seen as part of the website we have some frequently asked a question. The same kind of situation is here. Age means you are going to have the analysis, how exactly the data is being analyzed, how exactly data is being transferred between the devices, and where exactly we are facing the problem, how exactly we can identify the problem. So we no need to involve the things, but you can directly go through some inbuilt services which is going to help you out for those stuff. Okay. So guys, those questions will not be available from this particular part because those are totally different things. Like if you see the Internet of the Things, artificial intelligence, and DevOps. So those are the totally different things which may not be the part of your AG-900. But yeah, just we need to know. That's why we are discussing here. Okay, Tanya, you would like to ask
Lucky,
something?
one question.
Yeah, yeah,
Just that is, are all of them as SaaS or the first one
yeah.
only SaaS?
See, most of the IoT services are SaaS only. most of. I'm not saying all are SaaS, but most of services are SaaS only. As of now, means I have not gone through all the services which are available as part of internal things, because it's totally different topic. It's totally different service. It's not related to development. It's not related to the administration. But yeah, you can understand those are some terminologies
Okay.
only, and you can consider them as a SaaS, not a pass, because as part of our bid, we were saying everything is pass here, and nine means we are saying 90% things are pass, but here you can understand the 90% things are SaaS here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So now artificial intelligence. So I was talking about, guys, the
Lucky,
agility. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man.
could you please explain um,
Mhm,
Azure, sorry, IoT Edge and IoT
mhm.
Hub
Okay.
one more
देखो,
time?
okay. Okay. IoT hub is meant for the alert. Again, it's one kind of alert system. Again, it's one kind of monitoring system. Again, it's one kind of communication kind of system between the devices. Okay. Are you getting my point? It's alert, it's monitoring, it's a communication kind of stuff in the Azure IoT. Right? But in case of Azure Edge, you are going to analyze the data, and the data analysis is not going to be done manually. It is going to be done with the help of some AI stuffs. Okay, we are trying to identify the issues between the devices, and we are trying to analyze the things with the help of AI technologies. You got my point,
Okay,
Mayank?
so actually, I'm a little bit confused in app notification hub and Azure IoT hub.
Yeah. See, the Azure Notification Hub is the PaaS service. It's a platform as a service where you will use as a development purpose for your applications. Okay, this is means suppose you have configured the Azure App Service. For that app service, you would like to have the notification. For that purpose only, you will go for Azure Notification Hub. But here, it's related to your digital assistant, personal digital assistant kind of devices. So it's not related to the what to say your development, but it's related to direct usability here.
Okay,
Yeah. So it's not interconnected with that thing. If you're looking for that notification hub, now it's totally different. It's not a similar thing. It's related to the IoT. IoT is totally different field. Okay, it's not. It's not a field of the what to say. No, it's related to embedded actually. Embedded.
okay, Lucky.
Yeah. Tanya, you would like to ask any question here?
No.
Okay. So guys, we have gone through one terminology. You may heard about the agility, right? So what do you mean by agility? So we have seen whenever we have the requirement, then we are easily able to upgrade our technology, right? So what kind of technology we can upgrade? We can have the latest technology. In the case of the on-premises data centers, the technologies are being maintained by the developers. Okay, and like we need to migrate from Struts to Spring or some other thing. So that much flexibility was not there earlier, but now the latest. Mayank, can you please keep yourself in mute? Actually, lots of background noise
Okay,
is
okay,
coming.
okay.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Okay. So in case of the artificial intelligence, like you will have those services inbuilt available, and suppose your customer is looking for some additional services, which should help you out to analyze the pattern of the data, or and would like to understand, providing the more flexibility of the customer or more better experience to the customer, then you can go for this kind of services. Okay. So yeah, let me read it here, but you should understand. Suppose you would like to implement the AI things in case of your on-premises, it will be very difficult for you. We have to identify each and everything from scratch. But in case of Azure, you can come out, you can go for such kind of services where the okay, I will join. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, in case of this AI, you have this kind of services where you no need to do the things from the beginning. You have those services, you can directly use them, and you can increase your customer experience. Okay, so let me read it here. So artificial intelligence in the context of the cloud computing, it is based around a broad range of services, the core of which is machine learning. Machine learning is a data science technique that allow computer to use the existing data to forecast future behaviors, outcomes, and trends. Using the machine learning, computer learns without being explicitly programmed. Okay, let me give the answer here. What is the answer? Okay, you have seen nowadays the Android OS is there, right? We are getting the Android 10, Android 11. So what is the things are applicable in case of Android? They are trying to identify your using of the mobile, like you are using WhatsApp most frequently, you are using Facebook most frequently. So whatever the application you are using most frequently, not only the social media, it support other applications also. It will not kill those applications in the background, okay? And it will try to increase your user experience. It may know your behavior, what way exactly you are using the mobile, so it will utilize your resources for that particular applications only. Okay, so such kind of stuff where your OS is learning from you, where your application is learning from you, those things comes under the machine learning. You got my point, guys? What I'm trying to say here? The same kind of things are applicable here. Suppose your customer has visited the website, he was dealing with some particular services. Okay, he was looking for those particular services only. So now I would like to provide some more better experience to that particular customer. Then I can go for such kind of services, which will help my customer to understand the things in a more better way. So let me read the first thing here. Your machine learning service. The cloud-based environment you can use to develop, train, test, deploy, manage, and track your machine learning models. You can auto-generate a model, auto-tune it for you. It will let you start training on your local machine and then scale out to the cloud. So this is the advantage here. Like you can do everything, whatever kind of experience you would like to have for your customer, you can develop that stuff and then you can push for the cloud, and this cloud kind of services will be applicable for your customers, and the customer can help, can get the advantage. Okay, what is the real-time implementation here? Chatbots. Nowadays, whenever you're going to any website, like you're going to the this Indigo having the chatbots there, which are going to help you out to answer some particular questions. Even the chatbot is learning from your inputs, what kind of input you are giving, what kind of means questions you are looking for, how exactly it can give you the answers. So those kind of things comes under the machine learning. Anybody have any question here as of now for the first service, Azure machine learning services? I just given the scenario of the Android system. I given the scenario of the chatbots. Tania, any question here?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
oh, okay. Now come to the next questions. Okay. Next topic, which is known as Azure Machine Learning Studio. So first of all, you need to understand what do you mean by studio. Studio is one kind of framework you can understand where you can do lots of changes. So it's not an individual application, it's one kind of framework where you can achieve the particular product which you are looking for. It's like you can understand some Photoshop kind of, or if you can Adobe Premiere Plus kind of frameworks where you can have your own things being edited. Suppose you would like to edit video, so you are able to tune your video, you are able to do the changes as part of your video. The same thing is going to be happen in case of machine learning. In which particular area you would like to have the implementation, in which area you are focusing, which area need to be improved, so that thing is going to be dealt with the studio. The studio is nothing but the one kind of tool with the help of that you can work on your services. Okay, so let me go through the description. Collaborative drag and drop visual workspace where you can build, test, and deploy the machine learning solutions using the pre-built machine learning algorithm and data handling modules. So studio, the word is clearly explaining here. What do you mean by this? Means how exactly you can have the solutions, and those solutions are inbuilt solution, but you can do some modification as part of the new learning algorithm, whatever customer is looking for, or it's based also based on the data, what kind of data we are getting from the customer, and data need to be processed. Anybody having any question here? As of now, just it's related to the artificial intelligence, nothing more than that. It's related to the machine learning. It's working on the data. It's a predefined solutions are available. Just you need to implement as part of your what to say application. Let me proceed, guys. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So those are not going to be used as part of your AZ-900. Those are totally different things. Okay. So while we was starting our journey related to the AZ-900, we have identified we have the DevOps certification also. Okay. DevOps certification is very high level certification, which is required the like you have to clear some pre-certification, like you need to certify for the Azure administration, or maybe for developer, or maybe for the security. Then only you can go for DevOps. So DevOps cannot be done in individually, okay, like AZ-900. Okay, so now come to the picture how DevOps is helping us. So nowadays you have seen like lots of DevOps tools are available as part of our market, which is supporting CDC, CI/CD. Okay, Mike, do you aware about what do you mean by CI/CD? Mike, do you aware about what do you mean by CI/CD?
Yeah, continuous integration and deployment.
Perfect. Yeah. So actually, what is happening? We are applying such kind of mechanism here where we are not depending on some external tools or what to say the product which is available as part of Azure. We have our own product which is helping us to do the stuff. Like if you see the word terminology here, configurable Kanban boards. So it's a like Git is a one kind of concept which is applied by the vendors and which is known as the GitHub. Okay, Git is the again concept which is applied by the Atlassian and it becomes the Bitbucket, right? The same kind of stuff is here. DevOps is a concept, and now on top of those concepts, some application has been developed with the help of Microsoft, and those applications are more efficient than existing applications which are available in the market, and they are providing more coverage, more security, more performance. So such kind of things where you are continuously doing the development at the same time you are trying to update your production server without any kind of downtime. Those things comes under the DevOps. Okay, like you have seen the Facebook, you have ever analyzed Facebook is getting down? No. Have you ever analyzed WhatsApp is getting down? No. So most of services nowadays following the DevOps, and nowadays there is huge amount of demand in the market for the DevOps. The person who are working in the support, they were simply thinking about the administration, but yeah, nowadays if you are the part of development, if you have followed some agile mechanism, then the next level of the mechanism in top of agile may be the DevOps, where you will have the tools where no need to struggle for the UAT approval or production approval. You can smoothly do the changes once whatever the changes are reflecting as part of the development environment. The same kind of changes you can test over the UAT and the production, and then you can have the overall thing, means pre-production then production. Okay, so just I given you the overall idea about the DevOps. So just I am going to read those particular two services here. Yeah. So operations and development and operations brings together people. Okay, process and technology automation, automating software delivery to provide continuous value to your user. Azure DevOps services allow you to create and build release pipelines that provide the continuous integration, delivery, and the deployment for your application. Okay, you can integrate the repositories and the application tests, perform application monitoring, and work with build artifacts. Okay, whatever I have read here till now, I would like to have some visibility from the Tanya. Tanya, what you understood till now this point of time in terms of DevOps?
So if any applications wherein we need to say continuously introduce features, etc., depending on the requirement of operations, it can be continuously developed without a downtime.
Okay, so how exactly the things was being operated earlier?
No,
Before
if
DevOps,
you have to introduce,
before
then
DevOps?
you have to test. Yeah, you have to test.
Yeah.
You have to go through the release plan and etc. and then deploy, right?
Per-
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So actually, what was happening? There was two different or three different kind of communities. Developers are thinking they are superhero. Operation people are thinking they are superheroes. Okay. Everybody having their own expertise, and they was thinking they are some superheroes, and without them, things are not possible. You may heard about the tester and the developer may always having the fight because tester is not ready to test anything, and developers always think tester is not working his proper way. So it's a one kind of tool where the most of things are coming into the single point. Okay, single point of contact. Okay, where the developer is going to be sync, operation process also is going to be sync, where testing is going to be sync, where we can avoid the gaps between the communication or between the deployment releases. All those things are going to be taken care with the help of DevOps. So the in the futures you are able to see lots of things are coming in terms of DevOps. Okay, and how exactly DevOps is possible, because we are using some microservice based implementations. And how exactly microservice based implementation is possible due to cloud. So cloud is saying you have to develop your application in such a way it should support cloud. Cloud should support the microservice. Microservice is going to be work on top of DevOps. So guys, it's a very good opportunity for us because Azure is in boom nowadays a lot, and people are simply going for all predefined techniques or mechanism. They don't want to to go for individually, because I know the tools are open source, but nowadays business outcome is more important than the operations. Okay, so people are not going for normal DevOps; they are going for Azure DevOps, where they are getting lots huge amount of benefits. Okay, you will able to see some custom services has been provided by the DevOps here, Azure DevOps. So yeah, let me complete the first one, Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps services, formerly known as the Visual Studio Team services. Okay, you know the one of the most famous products from the Microsoft is Visual Studio. On top of Visual Studio only, you are having the languages where you are working for the development purpose. Most of things are drag and drop kind of stuff. Okay, okay. And the short form of the Visual Studio Team services is VSTS. Okay, provide the development collaboration tools including the high performance pipelines, free private gate repositories, configuration Kanban boards, extensive automated and cloud-based load test. So everything is going to be automated. Okay, anybody can let me know what do you understand from Kanban and what is the difference between Kanban and Agile? Mayank, are you aware about the Kanban and Agile? Or
Actually, I didn't follow the agile process in our
okay,
company, but Kanban board I heard we
mhm,
used in Jira, right?
okay, okay. Any idea you have in Tanya related to the Kanban?
No.
Okay, fine. So you can understand we have agile methodology. Agile methodology can be implemented from different kind of tools. So this, this like agile means this is methodology. Agile is a methodology, and here you can have the Scrum. Scrum is one kind of mechanism. With the help of that, you can implement the agile methodology. Kanban is also one kind of means approach. Okay, so you can do the thing. So Scrum also comes under the agile, and Kanban also come under the agile. But in case of Scrum, you have that the dedicated timelines. Okay, you have to complete this particular time in particular task in this particular amount of time. Okay, and it is more difficult for the people who are having more difficult solution. Okay, so suppose you are working on some mission critical applications where like you have to deliver the product on time. So in that case, your Scrum is more better approach. But whenever you are working on some banking technologies where your timeline is not that much important, but the need to be improvement should be happen in terms of security, in terms of performance, and you don't want to pressurize your people who are working on this, then you can go for Kanban. Kanban is more flexible approach to have the implementation of the agile methodology. You got my point, guys? So agile is a methodology that can be implemented in multiple ways, and Scrum and Kanban are the two different approaches to do the stuff. In case of Scrum, it's a time bounded, but in case of Kanban, it's not time bounded. It's about the performance. It's about the what to say the security kind of stuff implementation. So as part of my project, I was working for the Scrum earlier. Now I'm working for the Kanban, where we are working on the security part, and the security can be achieved means we are going through some tools. Code is being scanned. Okay, and hello.
Hello.
Uh, wait. Yeah, now you're able to hear me.
Yes,
Hello.
Lucky. Go. Yes, Lucky.
Sorry, I got a call, so that's why it's Bluetooth disconnected and it's automatically went to the speaker. Okay, fine. So yeah, so those I'm saying, trying to say, just try to understand. I'm just giving you some scenario here so you can interconnect them. Okay. So what I was trying to say, as part of my company, as part of my project, I am working for the Bank of America client. As part of Bank of America client, they have developed the code 10 to 20 years before, and that is a trading application. And as part of their trading application, they have not followed the standard of the Java. Okay, they have not followed all the standard of the cloud. Okay, means cloud came just now, so even their code is not feasible in terms of Java. So how exactly you can understand it can go for microservice, or it can go for the test suite like TDD, test driven development kind of approach. So they are thinking, first of all, their code should be the standard code. Your code should not have the security faults. Then they can go for the next level of development. So here we are following a Kanban approach right now, where we are not pushed for the timeless, we are just pushed for the particular security implementation and changes in the code. Those should provide the more flexibility to our bank and more security to our banking application. You got my point, guys? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now come to the second terminology, Azure Dev Test Labs. Dev Test Labs. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So here, what is happening? You would like to do the same kind of stuff as part of your own environment. Okay. You are not looking for entire end-to-end communication pipelines. You are looking for some new POCs implementation as part of your environment only. Then you can go for this particular service. So the Azure DevOps is the entire end-to-end application where development is going at the same time. Whenever the feasibility is possible, you are doing the changes over the UAT servers, SIT servers, or production servers. But in case of Azure Dev Test, that is not intended for your what to say, for the production service. Is intended for some particular deployment kind of stuff, for particular POC kind of stuff. You are going to have some demo you can show to your client, and you would like to have the same kind of setup, and which can be migrated later point of time to the real environment. Okay, so you through this go through the description. Quickly create on-demand Windows and Linux environment. You can use the test or demo your application directly from the your deployment pipeline. Okay, so it's having the same kind of procedure, but it is not intended for the real-time environment. It's just for the demo purpose. Just you are going for your own feasibility or own practical purpose. So I think so,
Lucky,
guys. Yeah. Tell me.
actually, uh, skill set
Mm-hmm.
also works same as Azure Dev Test Labs, right?
Uh, no, actually, scale sets is it's like only for the virtual machine creation in a one shot. Okay, dev test lab is different and skill set is different. Both are different things actually.
But
Okay, so. Mm-hmm,
the definition for the
mm-hmm,
Azure Dev Test Lab
mm-hmm.
is saying that quickly create on-demand window and a Linux
Okay, okay,
environment. And
okay, okay.
while we talk about the skill set, virtual machine
Uh-huh.
skill set, that is
Mm-hmm.
also works same.
Okay, okay. Yes, that's
So
what I'm saying. You can understand one thing is related to the your real-time production environment, and one is related to your just development environment.
okay.
Yeah. So suppose
Okay. So
what?
it is related to demo purpose or
Right, right,
development
right,
environment,
right,
right?
right.
Or
Because
yeah.
Mhm.
So and through skill set we can create environments for production as well.
Purpose, right? Perfect. Yeah, now you got the visibility. Yeah, this is the thing. Okay, because we have seen you will go through such kind of terminology like private preview, public preview, general availability. We have discussed about it. So private previews, like things has been developed, but we are not sure the features are going to work out in a proper way. There will not be any kind of clashes or problems or leakage kind of stuff. So those things are available as part of private preview, then later coming for the public preview, and then if everything is working good fine and perfectly, then it is go for general availability. We discussed about it, I think so you may aware about it, man, right?
Okay, Lucky.
Okay, means what I have understand, guys, on that day we have conducted the practice test session, but I don't think so you guys was able to grab the things in a proper way, because now I'm repeating the same terminology, so you guys are not able to understand. That's fine, no worries. But yeah, we have the recording available over the YouTube. Just you can go through it again and again. You can go through the practice paper. The first practice paper, entire first practice test paper description explanation is available as part of YouTube. You can simply go through it. You can try to understand. If you will face issue, just come back. We will help you out. Okay. Okay, come to the Azure Marketplace. So it's very similar to the Play Store of the Android, or it's a Apple Store kind of Android means application. We have the application, but those are the predefined applications. Just now, Abraham have shown you as part of the Azure portal. We have the application like web app is also available as part of Azure. Web app is also available in case of the marketplace, but marketplace having some more pre-available applications where you no need to do much configuration, no need to do much setup. Those things are just simply you provide 2 3 things and just it will be ready. Like it's a ready-made product, but just you need to do some configuration. You can just a SaaS kind of product is there, which we can proceed further. But in case of the product which is available already as part of the your Azure, that may need some more details, that may need some more configuration, that can be customized from your side as part of your requirement. Okay, so the marketplace products, like you are simply installing the application, right? From the marketplace, like if you would like to have any kind of application. So the same kind of marketplace kind of facility we having as part of Azure. Anybody having any doubt here related to the Azure marketplace? And you can see here what things we are going to get as part of the marketplace. Okay, so the new Azure marketplace. Azure Marketplace bring the quality choices and the strength of the Azure partners ecosystem to customer around the world. One more thing you guys have to analyze here, marketplace also contain the Azure have the what to say that like we are saying whatever the application is compatible for the Android, those applications are available as part of the market that Play Store, the same kind of stuff. Azure need to be communicated with other services, other technologies. So their coordination, their collaboration, their implementations are available as part of the marketplace. Like if you see Azure Active Directory, which may be available as part of the different companies, okay, how exactly they can come together, how can they have the better solution in predefined solutions. Okay, no need to do more customization, just a basic configuration, you can proceed further. Not basic, like basic also, then the next level of configuration you can go for. So like this kind of you can say application we having available as part of the marketplace. Anybody would like to ask any question here related to the marketplace, Azure marketplace?
So
Tania?
it,
Yeah, Mayank.
so it is just like a Google Play Store or
Right,
Apple Play Store, right? Where we
right,
can find out the
yeah,
apps or services
right.
which
It may
is
have the,
Azure, which is
yeah,
Azure
it may.
provides.
Right. Azure provides its own implementation, but we have the third-party implementation also with the help of Azure. Okay, like you have seen, like means you have the what to say the File Explorer, right? File Explorer as part of the your Android. You have camera app, or you may have some custom app also, like the same kind of like FileGo, FileGo from available from your Google, right? Google products are there. Some of the Google, like Apple, the Snapseed, if you heard about the one Snapseed application available for the editing of the application, the same kind of editing application for the photos available from other vendors also. So you can see whatever the implementation available as part of Azure, which is more configurable, we have less configuration application available, which has tie up with the Azure, and they have developed for the purpose of Azure to use the third party services with the partners. So those kind of application you will directly access them and you can directly use them Azure.
Okay,
Got
okay,
my got my point?
okay.
You have any question, Tanya, here? Tanya?
I'm getting a call. I'll just get back.
Okay, fine. Uh, okay. Okay, so one of the most important question is coming as part of the Azure Advisor. Okay, Azure Advisor is one kind of service which is available as part of the portal, which is providing some general guidelines to us, like high availability, security, performance, and cost. It is like you are the new to the Azure and you have just simply created the virtual machine, but you don't know your virtual machine is secure enough or not, your virtual machine is providing the high availability or not, what is the performance of your virtual machine in terms of means in terms of your resources. So those things, those recommendations you will able to see as part of the Azure Advisor. Okay, we have some more services also, so guys don't be confused. Right now it's very visible to you. Okay, it's providing some general guidance, so just do remember it's related to the security, it's related to the high availability, performance, and cost. Okay, but it's not overall what to say control you are going to get here. You have dedicated service for the security, you have dedicated component for the performance or cost, but it's the overall coverage of each and every stuff here as part of the Azure Advisor. You got my
So
point, Mayank?
so Azure Advisor is a free service which is
Yeah, it's a
provided
free service. Yeah, Azure
which,
free service.
which
It's
is
coming with a
provided by
basic.
the Azure itself.
Right. Yeah, it's means whenever you are going for the free account, you will have the Azure Advisor as a free of cost as part of your basic plan. Yeah, so Azure Advisor is free for you.
Okay,
Okay,
and
it's not a specialization, it's generalization over the virtual machine, over the security, over the performance. Yeah.
yeah, so it recommends us for the high availability, security, and
Hmm.
other stuff
Right.
for the
Right.
virtual machine.
Right. Okay, but it's a general thing. It's not a specific thing because we have dedicated services which can help you out to identify how exactly you can implement the security. We have dedicated services which can help you out to identify what is the exact performance and what will be the cost for you. Okay, so pricing
So
calculator is one kind of service which will help you to identify the cost, but the cost is terms of the virtual machine. So the things you are able to see, those things are visible for the specific virtual machine which you have configured in as part of your job portal.
it is basically provide the information
Mhm.
regarding the virtual machine only or any other resources
Yeah.
as well.
No, mostly the virtual machine only, virtual machine purpose. Okay,
Okay,
the virtual machine you configured, the resources you configured as part of virtual machine for that particular virtual machine it is going to provide the information to you.
okay. Only information it will provide us
Re- recommendations,
recommendation, recommendation, right?
recommendations. Yeah, recommendation. On top of that, you can click. You can just go through some recommendation. You can click the things, and the things will be implemented. It's a very basic, because a very means just one click or two click kind of changes. Nothing more than that. Okay, no more depth. Just overall coverage only.
Okay, okay. So
Like suppose you have, yeah, suppose you have not implemented the multi-factor authentication, right? So that kind of information you will see as part of the security. Suppose you have the public APIs, you have not make your URL as a private, you make it as a public, so it will recommend some basic securities in terms of virtual machine only.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I got your point. I got your point.
Okay, so you don't think so? Okay, if I would like to predict the cost of your resources, you will go for the Azure Advisor. No, we have the different service which is known as the pricing calculator, which is going to tell you what resource will cost you if you will use it. So that is only for operation purpose. Okay, operational purpose. That is not only for migration purpose. Migration purpose also we have different tools. Okay, because
Okay.
during the migration you have to take care lots of stuff, so we have dedicated service for each and every specific activities. Okay, we you don't just don't get confused between them, because once I means I never got confused, but I know by the time being you will go through lots of stuff and you will say, okay, what is the use of Azure Advisor, because I have the dedicated services available as part of the Microsoft. You have the Azure Monitor also. Okay, Advisor, Monitor. Even our people are getting confused. What is the difference between Azure Monitor and Azure Advisor? Azure
Yeah.
Advisor for the your virtual machine purpose, that is going to let you know about the high availability, security, performance, and cost. But the Azure Monitor is for the health purpose of your resources. How exactly your resources up or down. Suppose something goes wrong, your resource went down. So you would like to receive some alert, right? So those things are
So
going to be taken care with the help of Azure Monitor.
so basically, you meant that if I want to know
Mm-hmm.
about the virtual machine, that
Mm-hmm.
it is down or up, or
Mm-hmm.
it's about its log, how it is.
Yeah,
Uh,
right. Means it's unexpected events happened with my virtual machine. That's why my virtual machine has gone. Something goes wrong. That comes under the monitoring, where you can press the log, you can get the
yeah.
updates,
So
you can alerts. Those
basically,
are
yeah. So basically, we talk about the monitoring services in
right,
case of Azure
right.
Monitor, and
Mhm.
Azure Advisor basically provide the recommendation uh,
Mhm.
for the virtual machine.
Yeah, virtual machine and whatever the sources you are using as part of your virtual machine. Suppose you have configured some database server, right, as part of your virtual machine. So those resources you also need to follow some standards. Suppose you have provided some URL. That URL should be secured enough, right? Your server is up and running, and it need to be closed because you are not using it in a proper way. So that's kind of things also you will be able to see. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a most of time the things which you are able to see as part of Azure Advisor related to your virtual machine and the related to the services you are using as of now. Okay, those things actively working things. Okay, let me show you here so you will understand actually. So it's not a big deal. It's a small thing only. Okay. Okay. You're able to see my screen, Mike, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because I know people are getting confused, and that's why I'm saying don't read too much, otherwise you will get confused. Better to go for limited steps as of now. Slowly, your mind will grab everything. Once requirement will come into the picture. better to not think in too much deep dive. Let me show you here, no worries. Okay. Okay, if you see here, you have, if you scroll down here, okay, if I scroll down here, you have the monitor and you have the advisor. If you click on the advisor, okay, it will tell you what advisor is doing here. So you will see it's talking about the security, okay. So what kind of security? Wait, it is calculating, it is checking the stuff. So I have the virtual machine already available as part of my system. I will show you my resources, okay, which is available in dashboard actually. See, it's following all the standards, whatever, for the reliability, for the operation excellence, for the security, for the cost, for the performance. It's following the things, okay, here. And if you, I come to the home screen, if you see, I have some virtual machine configured here. This is the my virtual machine configured here. If you see, this is my virtual machine, this is my subscription, this is my resource group, this is my public IP, this is my virtual network. You may be able to see those resources are available, right? Those resources. So it is
Yes.
whatever the sources I'm using as part of my Azure portal, those resources related recommendation you will able to see as part of the Azure advisor. It's about recommendation. You need to click on some particular recommendation and you can do the configuration. It's not more specialized, it's just generalized stuff as part of the Azure advisor. Okay. If you come to monitoring stuff, if you click here, it will show you the information here, but those cannot be possible without good subscription. Okay. So you need to take the subscription, like create the alerts. See, if you see, set up the alert and actions. So alert notify you for the critical conditions and a potential take corrective automated actions based on the triggers from the matrices of the log. So the alerts or actions need to be taken. Okay. The query and analyze the logs. So logs are the activity logs, diagnostics logs, and the telemetry of the monitoring solution analytics queries help you to with the troubleshooting and visualization. You will have some dashboard also as part of this thing. Okay. Here, if you see the monitoring and visualization, so all those things comes under the monitoring. You can understand, you can have the understanding of your and even you would like to understand what do you mean by this. You have the dedicated blog available as part of the Microsoft. You can simply go through it, you can understand about it, how exactly you can have the what to say monitoring services, or those monitoring services also come under the subscriptions, and those subscriptions are going to help you out to provide some more services here. You got my point, Mike? Okay.
Yeah, actually, as you saw the picture,
Mhm.
um, I understand very well why the picture, but
Right, right,
but
exactly. Yeah.
but in case of monitor, Azure
Mm-hmm.
monitor,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Understand.
got properly. Yeah.
Okay, okay. See, suppose I'm saying, just if you click here, learn more. First of all, understand here. Monitor your application and infrastructure. Okay. Get full stack visibility, find and fix the problem, optimize your performance, and understand the customer behavior for all in one place. This is the actual use of monitoring. You got my point?
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
basically, we are talking about the monitoring services, which are
Huh.
which monitor virtual machine or any other resources.
Right,
If it goes down,
right.
or any bad situation
Mm-hmm.
occur, bad situation
Right,
occur.
right.
So
Okay, so it
it will provide us logs and other
alerts.
stuff alerts,
Mm-hmm.
so that
Mm-hmm.
we
Look into
can
it and
look into it.
yeah, work on it. Okay. So it's like fixing the problem. If you will get the some, and you will get some dashboard from where you will understand, okay, how exactly things are working out here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, help and support is also available as part of your what to say, for the, it will, you will get to know about this is the part of the fourth module. I will discuss about it later part of it. As of now, no need to look into it. But yeah, we have different kind of services, like we have the Azure virtual machine, we have the load balancer, we have the Cosmos TVs, and those are the favorite I have added as part of my dashboard. So you can have multiple dashboard also. Okay, what do you mean by multiple dashboard? Means whatever you want. So as part of my dashboard, as part of my subscription, you are able to see the things here, right? So yeah, if I will click on this virtual machine now, if I having some problems, I can simply have the direct option to work on it. Like suppose it's giving me all information, I can start, I can connect, I can means stop it, even it's not started. Once I will start, then I will get the option of start and stop, and you can delete it. You can have lots of things here. You can see the public IP.
Lucky.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
question. Yesterday,
Mhm.
Abraham said that if you want to create any virtual machine, then
Mm-hmm.
first of all you have to create a virtual
Subscription.
network. Virtual network.
Right. Identity, virtual identity. Virtual
Yeah.
identity, nothing but subscription. Subscription means nothing. The resource is coming under the subscription. Let me show you how exactly. Okay. I'm clicking here. And suppose you would like to create your, what to say, Azure virtual machine. I'm clicking here, virtual machine. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if I will click here, add, if I click here, virtual machine, what is the first option you will able to see? Let me show you. Okay. See here. So what first you will able to see? This subscription. So subscription, nothing but the identity. He was talking about the identity. Under what identity your virtual machine is going to be created? First of all, you have the subscription. As part of the subscription, you will have the source group. As part of the source group, you will have the virtual machine. You got my point?
Okay. Actually I understood that you have to create a virtual network, and after creating that, you will be able to create a virtual machine.
It's not like this. First of all, you are trying to create your virtual machine, and you will place your virtual machine for that particular network. Okay, like as of now, as part of the portal, as part of the basic situation, in case of you, just you understand, virtual machine should be created on top of subscription only. Okay, you cannot create the virtual machine without subscription, and you can place your virtual machine for particular security areas. Like you can have a VPN. By default, you cannot able to connect your company without VPN, right? The same kind of stuff is going to be happen. Your virtual machine will be placed in the secured area. Okay, you will
Okay.
do all the networking to secure your resource or secure your data which is available as part of your virtual machine, as part of your storage. Okay, so if you see here, you will able to see most of the option. Like you may able to see tags also. Tag is nothing but the for billing purpose, for getting the sources for which resource how much billing you need to go for. So you will understand most of things slowly, but yeah, as of now you can understand. You should have at least subscription. Based on subscription only, you will proceed further for the what to say, for the virtual machine. Okay.
Okay.
Even in case of any Azure service, suppose you would like to go for Cosmos DB also. In that case also, it's a platform as a service. Again, this platform as a service, if you click here again, you will see, okay, you are getting the option of subscription. You need to have a subscription. Under the subscription only, your account is going to be created. So everything related to the subscription, everything is coming under the subscription. See here, again, subscription is coming. Again, resource group is coming. So any service which is platform as a service, okay, or infrastructure as a service, those things are will be comes under the subscription. Then you can have the your APIs, what kind of APIs you would like to go for. Okay, so it's related to those things only. You will slowly understand. That's why I was saying to Abraham, whenever you're talking about any particular service, better to go through the website, better to simply show this page. Actually, if you show this page, they will have the visibility. Okay, any source will not come without the subscription. Every source will come under the source group only. Every source should implement some, should have some account name, should have some location of, see, even each and every source should have the region, right? You are able to see regions here, right? Each and
Yes.
every
Yes.
source would like to come under some category. You would like to go for free, you would like to go for subscription, you are going to use for the production, you are going to use for non-production, you would like to have the redundancy or not, you would like to use for multi-region, like kind of, right? So this first option only, if you see, you will get more visibility here. If you click on the next option, you will able to understand, okay, what kind of things need to be done. It should be on the all network, it should be on public endpoint, or it should be the private endpoints. So those things is going to help the people. Actually, if you see, this kind of basic tab is available for each and everything. Even in case of virtual machine, you will be able to see basic tab, networking tab, backup. So backup is available here, but backup is not available in case of Azure virtual machine. Every service have different kind of tabs, but yeah, whatever the services applicable, or whatever the features or options are available as part of that particular service, you will be able to see the tag and review kind of stuff. You will always see tag is related to the pricing, review is related to the whatever you have configured till now, you can see as part of your review and create option. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, even in case of virtual machine, in case of load balancer, everything working like a service. Okay, you are not going to see any hardware here. Okay, where you will see, okay, I'm looking into the hardware, I will have different understanding. So you will be able to see how exactly you are going to do the networking. See, networking, disk management, advanced tags, reviews, so all those options are coming. those are the related to the storage also. You are not getting the visibility. What do you mean by storage? What do you mean by things? You are not going to use them all. I know that thing as of now because we are not working for this. But what options can be available? So see, load balancer. As of now, maybe you're not understanding. Okay, load balancer should also comes under the subscription. So I already told you load balancer comes under the basic subscription, basic service plan also, right? And that should come under source group. Your load balancer should have the name, region, type. It should be the internal or public. You should follow the what kind of things. Okay, everything you will able to see here. Okay, what things are applicable, what things are not applicable. It should be the IPv4 or IPv6. Okay, how exactly it will work, like dynamic or static, all those terminologies, and based on those terminologies you discuss around. Don't discuss in the air because those are not going to help you out, right? If you are discussing here, you may see like it having some information also available here. Azure load balancer is a layer 4 load balancer. This distribute the incoming traffic among the healthy virtual machines instances. Load balancer uses the hash based distributed algorithm. By default it uses the 5 tuple IP, source port, destination IP, destination port, protocol type. So I was saying to you like we are first of all receiving the request over the load balance and it's coming to the web server, then app server, and we have the firewalls also configured. So what kind of service is configured in what place, you will get more visibility here. Okay, so incoming traffic, the means if any request is coming, and that should have inbound traffic or outbound traffic, where exactly that request would like to go. It would like to go to database, it would like to go to application server. So that kind of information you will able to interconnect once you will be able to see them as part of portal, once you have basic understanding about them. Okay, so it will be more worthful for you. Going in depth till security level, till administration level may not be helpful, but yeah, understanding as part of portal level, understanding as part of basic configuration level, understanding in terms of basic connectivity will be more helpful for you, right?
Yes, yes, Lucky.
Yeah, that is my plan actually. So yeah, actually, this means we will adopt the stuff with the timelines. Okay, but yeah, that is the thing. Okay, so guys, we are covered with our second chapter here. Okay, and let's have our questions here. Okay, and we will understand here. Okay, so don't focus. This is not the answer for the first question. Okay, so what is Azure? We know. Tanya, are you came back? Tanya, are you back?
I am back. I've been hearing you. Sorry, I
Okay,
didn't tell you.
okay,
Yeah.
fine. So you have the visibility about the Azure Monitor and Azure Advisor?
Yes, I have.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So see, what we are planning, Tanya, we are planning whenever we will talk about any service. Suppose I'm talking about this service, like I'm talking about the cognitive search, right? So what we will do, we will go to the website, we will go to the portal, we will go explore
I
the
heard
options.
you saying.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
approach we will apply because that will be more understanding for you. Because see, it means what happened. I had a conversation with Abraham. I told to Abraham, see, Abraham, you're going too much depth. It's good. They will get the understanding till architect level, but that is not worthful if they are not able to interconnect with each other things, right? So what is my motto here? You guys should be able to interconnect the stuff between each another, one service with another service. You should know what can be configured. So today maybe you got the visibility. Okay, everything comes under the subscription. Nothing comes under without subscription. Nothing comes under without resource group. Everything comes under resource group, right? Even subscriptions comes under the management group. Okay, those management groups may be the admin people who will going to assign some access to you. They may come with RBAC. So the third chapter will be more interesting for you. Okay, you will get more
Okay.
visibility as part of your third chapter. So don't worry, we are here to discuss about all possible solutions. Okay, now come to the first question here. Okay, what is Azure? So we already know it's a Microsoft cloud computing platform which provides the
A answer.
storage. Okay, there is no doubt kind of stuff. Okay, just you need to go for most suitable answer. Okay, don't just go through the any other answer. Okay, now come to here. Okay, which of the following is an example of Azure application platform?
Azure App Service.
Perfect. Yeah. So we already told you like Azure should work like an application. Then Azure's application service. Okay, Tanya.
No, I'm not aware.
Okay. It's we have discussed about Azure App Service, right? We are saying we
Right.
would like to use Azure application, nothing more than that. Load balancer is working for distributing of the traffic. Azure table storage using for the storage of the that's such kind of content. Redis is Azure for database purpose. So what can we work like an application? Azure App Service.
Mm.
See,
Yeah.
if you would like,
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
yeah. So whenever you are getting confused, you're not understanding that question also, no worries. Just think about, okay, what is load balancer is doing? What is stable storage
By
service?
method of canceling others. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right,
Then
right,
fine.
right.
Mm. Then
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. So when should you scale out your development? Okay, guys, there are two terminologies: scale in and scale out. What do you understand from scale in, Mayank?
Uh, actually, ba- um, decrease or increase the
Right,
terms
right.
which
Mm-hmm.
comes under the elasticity.
Elasticity. Okay. Now I'm saying scale out. What do you mean by scale
Yeah,
out? I'm
so
increasing or
scale out.
decreasing?
Yeah, so when your machine have more load, more traffic, so
Mm-hmm.
what we do, we will scale out,
Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, right, right,
and
right.
when the traffic will reduce, then
Mm-hmm.
it automatically scale in.
That automatically reduce is going to be possible in case of elasticity. It is not going to be happen in case of scalability, guys. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
remember this thing. Okay, that scaling down is not possible in case of scalability. It's possible in case of elasticity only. Okay, because you know till what extent your resources can be utilized. Okay, but you don't know if your resources are not being utilized and you need to reduce the cost. That is the one of the best question coming. So nowadays question is not coming between the scalability elasticity. The question is coming in terms of money. Which service is more beneficial for you, scalability or elasticity in terms of money? So what is the best thing is?
Just 1 second. When should you scale out your deployment? When your application is
Able to hear me?
Sorry, Lucky, I got a call, so I didn't hear you. So what was the last one? Scale out
I'm
when your
saying
application requires more CPU?
yeah, whenever
Mm.
you having much traffic now, you have to add more resources. So when you are
Mm.
adding more resources, that comes under the scale out. And whenever you have much less resources, you are going to remove traffic, so you are going to remove the resources. Okay, that comes under
actually
the
B
scale.
answer, B answer.
Answer B.
No, A answer, no?
Answer should be A, na? Read na properly. When your application or service
A,
require
yeah.
more power, yeah. How is it can be? You are just talking about the virtual machine. Virtual machine having
No, no,
the
no, no.
uh, hmm,
Actually, there are two kinds
hmm,
of there are scaling, vertical
hmm,
scaling and
and horizontal scaling. Right,
horizontal.
right. Hmm.
So when we talk about in vertical
Scale out.
scaling, then
Hmm,
we will talk about the CPU and other stuff, right? In that case, virtual machine will remain same, but the other things which is related to hardware like
hmm, hmm,
CPU, RAM, or
hmm,
storage, we will increase.
hmm,
So the our processor, uh, so the speed will increase. But in case of
hmm,
horizontal,
hmm,
what will we do?
hmm,
We add the virtual machine.
hmm. Okay, okay. So yeah, Tanya, you may not aware about it. I had discussion with the Mayank earlier. Okay, Tanya, there are two kind of scaling: is a vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. Okay, in case of vertical scaling, you are going to increase the computing power, right? Computing power in terms of the what to say RAM in terms of CPU. Okay, but Microsoft Azure support the horizontal scaling. Okay, it's more beneficial to go for horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling is adding the virtual machine. It's not about adding the what to do to CPU or memories. You got my point, Tanya? Hello,
Okay, I'm
Tanya.
hearing you. No, I'm hearing you. Which chapter did we cover this? Vertical
No, no,
scaling and
actually, this terminology is common for the cloud computing. But yeah, right now I'm introducing this terminology. Actually, already we discussed about it, but not exactly this terminology. But we
mm-hmm.
already means we just simply said you, whenever the request means whenever the demand is increasing, we are adding the resources. Whenever demand is decreasing, we are reducing the resources. The adding the resources and
Okay.
resources parallelly, it comes under the horizontal scaling. But when you are not adding the resources, just you are increasing the capacity of the storage, that comes under the vertical scaling. Okay.
Tanya,
And case,
Tanya.
yeah.
Hmm.
Actually, what happened when we will talk about other cloud provider, just like Oracle, which gives us vertical scaling uh, facility.
Both,
And
both
in case,
vertical and horizontal, both provide. They
yeah,
provide both facility.
but in case of Azure, if I am wrong, then please correct me, Lucky. It
Mm-hmm.
will provide us a horizontal,
Horizontal
na?
horizontal scaling only. Yeah. Because they don't believe ki what is the need of increasing the computing power over the system simple single virtual machine. I'm saying I have one single virtual machine, Tania, okay, and I having 5 GB of RAM. I got more traffic. I'm adding 10 GB of RAM. Is it the good choice to do the thing? No. You do one thing, you add one more virtual machine, that's the same kind of thing, and whenever requirement will not come, you can remove the virtual machine, right? So why you are increasing the computing power of your existing virtual machine? Why are you disturbing your existing virtual machine? Be continue with your existing virtual machine. Try to add one more virtual machine. You got my point, Tania?
And this is horizontal scaling?
This is horizontal scaling, right? This is the horizontal scaling.
Okay.
You need to add additional virtual machine to speed up your application. Yeah, scaling out means adding the additional systems such as virtual machine. For example, you might create many virtual machine configured in a same way and use a load balancer to distribute the work across them. Yeah, so you will have multiple virtual machines. You will have a load balancer. That so much traffic will be there. The traffic will be distributed between different kind of virtual machines. Got my point?
Okay, so that means that I get you. And vertical scaling is not applicable in Azure, is
It's
what you are trying
right,
to say.
right, right,
So
right,
we
right.
do not add power, CPU, and more memory to the same
Right.
virtual machine at
Existing,
all.
yeah,
Okay,
existing virtual
okay, I
machine. Yeah,
get
yeah,
you. Thanks.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So actually, I Miss Mayank usually have a call with me whenever he's getting confusion, whenever we are discussing, then I informed him actually the vertical scaling is applicable in case of Oracle clouds. Okay, they are providing both kind of thing stuffs. But one of the best thing about the Azure, they are they are simply following all the best standards in the market. They're not following the legacy standards in terms of networking, in terms of configuration, in terms of anything. They are following one of the best approach. Okay, so suppose you have increased, suppose I'm saying now your laptop is using 5 GB RAM, now increase to the 10 GB RAM as part of your laptop, or laptop is not being using 10 GB RAM most of times, right? What is the use of adding the 10 GB RAM? Again, you need to remove it. It's a manual process much more. But the elasticity kind of feature we having as part of the Azure, and that elasticity is automatically going to add the virtual machine, automatically going to remove the virtual machine. So that is more beneficial for us, right? So that's why
Hmm.
horizontal scaling nowadays more promoted instead of vertical scaling. Got my point? Yeah. We was not
Okay,
talking about,
okay.
because we was not having such kind of terminology as part of Azure. But yeah, once I gone through the Oracle, because I'm Oracle Architect Professional certified, so I means I know once you are the architect person, you should have very good understanding about the networking. Should have very good understanding about the administration, and even one of the worst thing in case of Oracle, they are using some legacy networking technique. They are using some legacy mechanism to do the things. Okay, that's why they are not much famous. Why exactly Azure is getting famous? Because they know what they need to use, what exactly should be used. They are in the market more than 50 to 50 years, and they are using the cloud. You know from what point of time they are using the cloud? They are using the cloud from Windows 95 itself, Windows 98 itself. They was using the cloud. Cloud was internally, like it's on-premises data center only. They was not available for the public, but all their offices or across the world was accessing like this only. So cloud was there, but that was internal to the organization. But once from 2005 onwards, this Azure came into AWS came into the picture. That's why nowadays you may able to see more number of people coming with the clouds. Got my point?